Positive energy all the time. Here we go. Here we go. Come on in. Here we go with the ridiculousness, but we're going to deal with it. Rep your city, everybody on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I am representing Chicago, Illinois. We got Indiana in the building. We got Benton in the building. Your grandson be bouncing to that one. Oh boy. We got Greensboro in the building. Come on in, rep your city, rep your city. I'll give you a shout out. So people been DMing me, uh, Haitians, upset about being deported some kind of way. It's our fault. You can't make this up. Some kind of way, it's our fault. Yeah. Some kind of way. Can you believe that? Crazy. And so we're going to get into it. I'm like, what the hell's going on? What do we have to do with ICE? I don't know. I didn't know we worked for ICE. I thought we were just dirty black Americans. I didn't know we worked for ICE. I thought we were dirty black Americans. That's what I thought. Now, I didn't hear much outrage from Haitians over the Haitian young lady disrespecting foundational black Americans. I didn't hear much about that. They probably thought that was funny. I don't know. But I know I got nothing to do with them uh, going home. I wouldn't care one way or the other. If they let them stay, I wouldn't care. If they sent them home, I wouldn't care. I don't see why I would care. I'm talking about it because it's in the news, and that's what I do over here, talk about what's going on. I'm not going to miss them. I can tell you that. If I had to pick, if I was forced to pick leave or stay, I would pick leave, bye. I would do them dirty because I'm a dirty black American. You know what I'm saying? I would, if I had to pick being a dirty black American, according to a Haitian woman, if I had to pick, I would do them dirty. But I don't have any say so. I don't have any say so like that. I know when emergency happens, we're all black. When something happens to some blacks in the diaspora, we're all black. We're not black until something, we're not all black until something happens to certain blacks in the diaspora. Then we're all black magically. Magically, we're all black. It's amazing how black we are now. Is this too late for me to start? Uh, I should start. Am I doing too much? I'm doing too much right now. Why me? Why me? Here I go. That Pharaoh. I couldn't believe it though. I see them. They was like blaming us. It's a whole bunch of videos blaming us because your temporary protective status ran out, and Trump wants to throw you out. You can't make this up. Especially when them Haitians had all them Trump flags, right? What happened to Haitians for Trump? I guess that's over, huh? I could have swore I'd seen Haitians campaigning for Trump. Why they don't say nothing to them? Does anybody know? I'm confused. Now, after he made the comment about the cats, they flipped, you know. They were supporting him. He got there and said the thing about how they deal with cats. I said, man, when is black immigrants going to learn? Black immigrants never listen to foundational black America. And then when it blows up in their face, then we the first one they want to save them. And then when we don't save them, then they start hating on us. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I even seen y'all seen the Haitian threatening. He was doing threats. He was like, "It's 1 million when they deport us. It'll still be 1 million of us, and you will see." Or something like that. It was a terroristic threat. So I said, "What the hell?" Ooh, 1 million. I'm terrified. He was trying to be scary. I was looking at him shaking my head. I'm thinking, tell me you didn't get on the internet right now with a terroristic threat. They coming to get you right now, fool. I couldn't believe it. I was supposed to be alarmed, but I was more shocked than anything. I'm looking at him. I said, I know. I was thinking,
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the you think you is?
you know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. I see him. I said, no, this boy, no, he did not. Uh, 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 no, he did not. I just was looking at him. Y'all seen him? I said, boy, Oh, that's gonna help. Yeah, that's gonna help. He was on the internet. When they deport us, there was to be 1 million of us still here. Oh, he said, he said there's still be 1 million of us, and you will see. I said, boy, I got that from you. I got, I, hey, I took that from you today. Hey, I took that from you. Heck yeah, I took that because, I be cracking up every time you show that. It fit this conversation. Yeah, I took that right off your page. That's my man. Y'all go follow bro. He great. Yeah, I took that off your page. I sure did. I had to, bro. You are too funny. That sound effect right there. Yeah, we need to get together, man. Just hit me up. Yeah. Hey, I had to take that, bro. I'd be cracking up. Boy, your sound effects is crazy. But that one, I said, boy, this fit. I went and chopped it right off of there today. I said, y'all go follow O'Shea Duke Jackson. Hey, man. Okay, yeah, the email hit me right here. Man, I had to take that one. Man, I had to take it, bro. Boy, I'd be crying. Y'all go follow my brother, man. I'll be watching him. That's how I be keeping up with what's going on. I'll be watching O'Shea. That's how I be knowing what's going on international. This my plug to know what's going on in Africa. That's my African expert. He the expert. I ain't lying. And he been all over Africa. You want to know what's going on in Africa? Go follow, bro. That's who I got that from. When I seen the dude, shout out to Kathy. When I seen the dude doing the threats, I thought about that. Hey, O'Shea, when I seen the Haitian said, you will see and there is 1 million of us will still be left. I said, boy, if you don't, I thought about that. I said, oh, I got to clip that for this live. It fit this live perfect. Y'all go watch my man, though. If you want to know what's really going on in diaspora, he the number one. I've been watching him for years. Yeah, he's the number one diaspora expert, if you ask me. See, I don't be knowing all this stuff. I watch other people. That's how I learn stuff. So he keep me up on what's going on in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I watch almost every video. It be real interesting. That's how I found out the Africans is all up in Europe fighting. I got that from O'Shea. They all up in Europe fighting, like the two different types of Africans at the bars and clubs fighting all over Europe. I said, are you serious? Real talk. Y'all need to go watch, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You need to go watch him. Boy, you gonna learn a lot, boy. I'm telling you. Yeah, them immigrants is up there fighting different types of Africans fighting all over, like in some little towns. I could like not in no Maine, not like Paris. No, like they in the little outshoot towns beefing. That's crazy. They went up there fighting. That's where I learned that at. That's my man right there. That's my main source for what's going on in Africa. That's my number one African. Know what's going on with blacks in the diaspora. He the number one. They didn't got on bro nerve lately. That's another story. Boy, they didn't got on his last. It's not funny, but it's hilarious. Boy, they have got on O'Shea last nerve. I ain't kidding, boy. He tripping over there. I say, oh, they done got on bro nerve. Well, I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with our brothers and sisters. I don't know. Why would you get on the internet making threats while Haitians are being deported? Does that make any sense? Does that make sense? Haitians being deported, and you go make a threat. Wow, the feds. And then you make a threat of us. Like we're not deporting anybody. We haven't called for anybody to be deported, okay? I haven't called for anybody to be deported or nothing like that. I never would have thought of nothing like that. I just seen your TPS ran out, and of course Trump gonna throw you out. What did you think? What do you think? What do we have to do with that though? That's what I don't understand. What do we have to do with that? You know, it's crazy how little respect foundational Black Americans get, but all over the diaspora they ignore us. They don't ever speak up for us. They don't ever speak on our plight or nothing. Some do. Brothers and sisters are chopping up little videos where people stand up for us. I appreciate that. But overall, the diaspora don't speak up for us. They kind of leech off of us. They eat off of us. They copy us. But overall, you get the vibe they're jealous of us, I would say, because I can't see no other reason why they don't like us. But soon as something happened to them, they want us to put on the capes, you know, and let's go fly and let's grab the airplanes and let's pull the door open and let's free the Haitians. You know what I mean? Now we superheroes. I guess we dirty Black American superheroes. I don't know. It seems to me the biggest outrage would have came over this lady that took all your support from under you, made you look, stereotyped you, of course. Some people say for us not right to stereotype all Haitians. Hey, we know that when you get on a social media and you represent a group and you say the wrong thing, you yourself are stereotyping your own group. She stereotypes Haitians. She was too comfortable. You got the impression it's something she says all the time. Yeah, he's making threats. I'm like, first, boy, y'all can't beat the GDs. Like, it's what the hell? He said it's a million of us. Well, it's only 10 of y'all gonna bust a grave. Okay, it's a million of us. You'll see, bro. The other million is, hey, the other 999,000 is the other 999,999 is saying, hey, oh, whoa, hey, whoa, whoa, it's one of y'all, you. He like it's a million of us left. I know if I was Haitian, I'd be like, not me. I'm not in that million. Bro, what you trying to get us all thrown out? He on there snitching, talking about throw us all out. It's a million of us left. I'm like, bruh, did you just get on social media and say that right now? Oh, great job. That's surely gonna help the Haitians, isn't it? Oh yeah. Oh, great job. Go and make a terrorist threat. That'll surely make Tom Holman sit down. I'm like, bruh, what is you, a spy or something? You trying to get more Haitians thrown out. You throwing us out, but there's some of us still here gonna do creepy stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this up. He gets up there. You're gonna throw us out, but there's still some of us here that are a problem. You know, I said, yeah, yo, no. I said, hell no. He basically said, you're gonna throw a lot of us out, but you missed some of us. You know, basically, he got on that. President Trump, you should have threw me out. You know what I'm saying? I said, what the hell? That's why I had to, when I see that, the first thing came to my mind was,
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the you think you is?
that's the first thing. I went over on bro page. That's the first thing. That's why when it got there, I ain't gonna lie. I had to go over there on Shady. The first thing I thought about, I said, man, I got to go get, when I see that Haitian get on there and said, and make a threat, that's the first thing I thought about, man. I ain't gonna lie, I went over there and clipped that right away. Because I was saying that to myself. I said, I got to play it. I can't just say it. Oh man, that's the first thing I thought when I seen dude trying to look all scary, make a terrorist threat. Boy, I said, hell no. You cannot make this up. I said, boy, with Ice out there, he basically, Ice, come get me too. You know, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Man, you got to go see it. He on there. It's a bunch, you putting out a lot of us, but there's still a lot of us left. And you going to see. You going to see. It was something like that. I couldn't really pay attention to what he was saying exactly word for word because I was just looking at him with the Scooby Doo, like, row, 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 row. I was looking at him like, and the comments was saying that's a terrorist threat. The comment, that's why I call it a terrorist threat, because the comments they were saying that's a terrorist threat. I said, hell no. Fool. Well, what we got to do with that? I ain't never I ain't never I ain't never thought about talking about throwing out no black people out no country and nothing like that. I can't remember thinking about that. That's something that never would have crossed my mind. Like black immigrants ain't really causing me no problems. My biggest threat is like just crime, just crime just popping up. Crime could come from anywhere. Then we got people with mental illness might throw something in your face, stuff like that. But I ain't never thought about no Africans as no problem where they got to get deported. Africans aren't no problem in Chicago. Africans ain't no problem. Haitians ain't no problem in Chicago. Not that I know of. I haven't had any problems with no Haitians that I know of. I know. I've never been anti-Haitian. I've never been no anti-Africans or nothing like that in my daily life. Africans haven't done nothing to me. Africans have done nothing to me. They go to work and come back. They ain't been the best of friends. I don't know them. I don't feel like Africans been moving in their best interest, but they haven't necessarily done nothing to us. I just feel like they lack diplomacy. You don't go to no country and stay out there on no island like that. You got to go. I learned this from O'Shea too about Black Americans working with the South Africans. That's why I be learning that stuff. Yeah, the Black Americans is going into business in South Africa, creating corporations and businesses. So they're working together equally as partners. That's how you do it. That's why they're not being targeted with xenophobia. Black Americans aren't being targeted with xenophobia in South Africa. But I haven't seen where the Haitians are an invasive species. Of y'all, what about down in Florida? I know people in Florida, they haven't mentioned Haitians being a problem. They mentioned some other Hispanic groups being a little nasty, but they haven't mentioned them as being a real problem. The only thing I've heard in Florida is you can't get no job unless you speak Spanish. That so too many Spanish speaking people are coming. They're not being encouraged to learn English. So now, on Foundation Black Americans and white Americans can't get jobs because they want us to learn how to talk to them. I'm like, why don't you teach them how to communicate to us? That seems to be discrimination. I don't see where an English speaking country uh, could put a strike against me because I want to learn how to speak to somebody that came to this country. I would think if you came to this country, you got to learn how to talk to us. To me, making us learn Spanish is allowing them to not feel like, well, I don't got to never learn no English. I go over there, they got to learn how to talk to me. To me, that's a violation of our rights as U.S. citizens. We should sue the government for that, for sure. Because, I mean, from the time we in kindergarten, we learning English. How you making me take English in school, but they don't got to take English? Make that make some sense. So we got to learn English. We getting A's and B's and C's and D's and F's in English, but they can come here and they don't got no English, and we the only ones got to take English, and now we got to take Spanish too. So we got to learn two languages, and they just only know one. What? That doesn't make much sense. The Foundation of Black Americans in Florida should sue the state. They'll win. You'll win that lawsuit. They can't force you to learn Spanish in an English speaking country. There's nowhere that would be upheld in no constitution, no state constitution or no federal constitution that it's an English speaking country. I do not have to learn how to speak Spanish. You have to learn how to speak English, or they got to provide an interpreter for you. How you gonna deny me a job because I can't speak to some basically invaders? Because if you come here and you don't learn English, you're basically an invader. You're not planning. You're not really planning to be an American. You're just here eating. So all the people here that speak Spanish don't speak no English. You're invasive species, basically. You don't care nothing about the country. You're only here to eat. You're only here to eat. We got a Chinatown here in Chicago, and we have old Chinese people that don't speak. They speak nothing but Mandarin and some Chinese language. I swear to God, they don't speak no English. Been here for years. They just stay in Chinatown, shop in Chinatown, and I guess they let their kids go out and get stuff, or their grandkids. But it should be illegal for us to have to learn somebody else's language. Come on. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm not a citizen of Spain or Mexico or Portugal or Venezuela or none of that. I'm not, I don't got to know how to talk to you. But I'm talking about this because all of these people, I'm trying to figure out why they saying that we need to do something. I don't understand that. Exactly. Exactly. So I'm trying to figure out why do Haitians feel like we should be standing up for whatever's going on with them and their citizenship? Like, what do we have to do with that? Um, it's like we don't have anything to do with immigration. Like, seriously. Like, and so they're saying that we should do something. I don't know. And what I don't understand about a lot of black immigrants is they seem to totally ignore that the U.S. is majority white. They seem to totally ignore that the U.S. government, state, local, federal, is white mostly. So they really aren't the brightest bulbs in the lamp. You know, if you're a Haitian and you're mad at foundational black Americans over deportation, you're showing that actually you haven't put no effort into knowing anything about how America works, really. You just hear. And because if you had any sense, you would know we got nothing to do with that. Right. I mean, for what? Why would we get involved with that? You've had extension after extension on that. You've been here way longer than you should have been. And you're not citizens. You know you're not citizens. And some government officials are saying some of you could have got your citizenship by now. You're like people that get on welfare and just stay on until they get cut off. You know, we got that problem over here too. People that get on welfare and they just stay on it. They get Section 8 and they pass Section 8 down to their daughter, then she passed to the granddaughter, and they just never try to get themselves together. They just become lifetime welfare recipients, generational welfare recipients. So you see all this anger towards us as if we're the Trump administration is very odd. It's very odd. Like, okay, you clearly are a tether. Clearly, because you don't know anything about the country you in. You know, they're showing that they're really not involved in the country like that. They don't know anything about how government runs or nothing. Because if they knew anything about the government, they would know we have nothing to do with immigration. Immigration is not nothing that local citizens have anything to do with immigration. Immigration is a federal department. That's a federal situation. Like that's not a public situation where the public has anything to do with that. Like us as citizens, we didn't bring you here. Because it's safe to say if it was up to the citizens, your monkey ass would still be in Haiti. With all due disrespect, like, bro, if it was up to us, you wouldn't have never been here in the first place. You would have had to deal with your situation. I'm just saying to all the Haitians that got it twisted. If it was up to me, we wouldn't be discussing on whether I want you to get out because I never would have let you in. Because we had too many problems already that's not fixed. I'm not with immigration. I think immigration is horrible. I think immigration should be based on the standard of how good are you doing with the citizens you already got. There should always be a lockdown on immigration. Okay, is everybody here all right first? Okay, come on in. Okay, 20 come in, or 200 come in, or 2,000. Okay, that's it. Let's get that, you know, not like, okay, I'm living in a house. I got three children. I'm barely feeding them. And I get three more children come into the house. That's immigration in America. You barely got jobs for everybody here. You got homeless people everywhere. You got addiction to all kind of substance abuse and alcohol. You got crime. And instead of you shutting down the country and getting that in order, people still coming into the country. And then that doesn't, and that's a world problem. Y'all seen all them people run across to that country today because of the fires in Europe? Y'all seen them all them people come out the ocean? Like thousands it looked like. Just came ashore and invaded a country in Europe. Look it up. I just watched it in passing. Somebody posted on Instagram. I said, what the hell? You should have seen them. They just stormed the country. They just came out of the water from a neighboring country, I guess, that's on fire. They looked like they was running for their lives, though. But I was like, how these people get in the water? They swam. It must be close enough to swim. They had some like officers on the beach, but they couldn't stop them. That situation, that fire in Europe, yeah, that's gonna be a serious problem. It looks like I'm gonna be talking about that a lot in the upcoming weeks. But this situation with the Haitians is crazy. Spain, yeah, they it was crazy. Did you see how many of them it was? It was a lot of them. They just came out of the water, hundreds of them. I said, I ain't never seen nothing like that before. It was like some type of military officers there, but they couldn't do nothing. The people just running past them. Crazy. And did y'all see the white people over there drinking melanin, talking about they want black people to help them because they gonna pass away from the heat? Their faces all whelped up, and yeah, the sun is unaliving them. That's creepy too. Y'all seen that story? Whoa. It's crazy. You don't like black people. Now you want to be black. That's a whole nother video for another day. So now black is cool. But it's just unbelievable that we are getting any blame for Haitians being deported. I don't think they know. We just woke up and y'all was getting deported. We wasn't even keeping up with the deadline and all that. We got bills to pay and things to do. I wasn't keeping up with the deadline of when Haitians got to go and all that. I wasn't here cheering. Oh, it's almost time for Haitians to go. Yeah, go Haitians, go. What's going on, Nice Watch? I wasn't. I never been cheering for Haitians to get deported. I wasn't even paying that no attention. So I mean, what do we have to do with it? And then the crazy thing, the problem I got with Haitians is in the social media era where a Haitian woman called us dirty black Americans. That's a media nightmare for Haitians. Like, don't you realize whether it's right or wrong, a lot of black Americans are not going to like Haitians once that go viral and how easily it flowed off her mouth? Psychologically speaking, she talks like that about us all the time to other Haitians. You could tell. You can tell it's not just a rare thought what she said. It's something they saying behind the scenes. I mean, you could tell if you know anything about sociology and people and psychology, the way she called us foundational black Americans so easily like that, that's not the first time she's been saying that. This is something being said a lot. A lot. And so she don't know psychologically, of course people are gonna black Americans are not gonna like Haitians because they're gonna think that's a general consensus. That's why when we say certain things, we got to be careful because you might just be saying it personally, but other minorities and groups and nationalities might think it's a general consensus. They might think all of y'all think like that. And then that's bad. She single-handedly had made a lot of people not care too much for Haitians. I've been struggling with that. I've been having a little bit of guilt because the way she said that kind of got me not caring. And I'm trying to think, is it to me, it just seemed like something common. I could be wrong. But the thing is, it really doesn't matter what I think because I still ain't got nothing to do with them being deported. So it really doesn't matter. I'm not uh, being mean to any Haitians. I'm not hunting down any Haitians. I'm not making anti-Haitian videos, calling them names and all that based on her. So even though it does put me in a state where I'm not gonna save you, yeah, there's a lot of Haitians online violating. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure online, but online ends up outside. So they're not the brightest bulbs in the lamp. What's going to happen when that goes outside? Y'all numbers ain't big enough. She said it with a lot of confidence, and she said it, you could tell it wasn't the first time, the way it rolled off her tongue. And she really didn't like us. You could see the disdain for us. You know what I'm saying? Imagine coming with that attitude. And this is where black immigrants got to do a better job of knowing where they at. Like, imagine doing that in a country where we gang bang. Like, seriously. And I've been saying this all the time. Black immigrants, they're irritating older, mature black Americans. But what's going to happen if that sentiment go down to the shorties? This is not like I hear Haitians talking about when they came here, they teased them at school and all of that. This is not that era. This is the gang culture era. And so if your kids become enemies of these young blacks, it's going to go bad. It's not going to be like it was in the 70s and in the 80s. I really be feeling sorry for them. I'm like, do y'all really understand like how bad that could go? Like we don't have tribes. We have violent gangs that love opposition. And that's what they thrive on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is bad. If this trickles down to the street, it's going to be bad. Imagine some older black woman. She's in her 40s, late 40s, and she's on social media watching, and she talking about, I can't stand them Haitians. They always talking about this, and her 14, 15-year-old son, 16-year-old son, 19-year-old son is listening. And he see his mama don't like y'all. She got no idea the son taking that mentality outside. Now, what's going to happen when that son bump into somebody his age, another male, talking about he a Haitian? You know, you a Haitian? See what I'm saying? He thinking my mama can't stand y'all. See what I mean? Crazy. Marking themselves out, like really, like this ain't Africa or the Caribbean or nothing like that. This is a gang culture. That's what tribalism is in the United States. Our tribalism is Crips and Bloods, GDs and BDs and stuff. That's our form of tribalism. Like this is not good. And then it's not smart. You know, Haitians, if they want help, they should really be, they should just focus on complaining to the government. To me, psychologically, if Haitians was on the internet a lot complaining about the government doing them wrong, they would get more sympathy from foundational black Americans that way. But including us into it, you really eliminate support. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like it just doesn't. It's like if I'm in Africa and they want to deport me, the last thing I would want to do is take that energy towards the people. I just want to focus on the government. Because once I start focusing on the people, I'm done. Once I piss off the people and I don't separate the people, I got a chance if I separate the government from the people might say, yeah, the government should leave them alone. But if I lump all that together, man, the people are going to say, get out. And then in a place like Africa, the government ain't got to put you out. Them people will bust your windows and loot your businesses and your homes and chase you out. In Africa, look at South Africa. They don't need ICE. They do what they sell. They'll chase you out of there. They whole tribe will show up in Africa. They got the whole tribe, Zulu or whoever, I forgot which ones, show up, bust your windows in your store and everything. Hey, God, you better run back to Nigeria, Ghana, and Ethiopia, wherever you from. You gotta go, boy. Over there in Africa, for real, ain't no ice. The people gonna chase you out. The government can't even stop the people over there. If the people in Africa want you out, you done. So I don't understand. To me, if you Haitian and you watching this, y'all making the wrong move. If you know anything about the white government, if they see your behavior, they just gonna turn up. If you know anything about the United States, it's quiet, but y'all finna hit the news. We're gonna do gangbang with the air. I don't know, bro. I don't know what you're talking about because I'm not even promoting that like that. So I don't understand what you're talking about. It seems like you want to have some type of ridiculous argument. But yeah, I would come there and see you like, yeah, yeah, I could chase you. I could do you dirty. You couldn't win. Like seriously. Wherever you at, if I was there, yeah, you would have problems. You're nobody. But I'm not into that. I'm just saying you ain't nobody though. Not over here to black Americans. You're just a little bitty few people. Y'all ain't nobody. This the problem with you all. You don't understand. You're just a little bitty, small little group. You're nobody. You're building up opposition. You're building up unnecessary opposition that's going to ensure you have to leave. Like, basically, even your behavior over here will get you out of here. Like, you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You don't get it. I'm not going to waste time arguing with you on social media. But yeah, you got the wrong thing. You got the wrong way. And when they cuff you and throw you out, we going to cheer. Because, bro, why would you, with ICE out here, why would you show your face on social media and tell ICE to come get you? So you kind of slow, bro. Because if I was you, and you should show me some love, I'm giving you advice, bro. Get off social media. Because you telling the powers that be to come get you right now, fool. Bro, you slow. You gotta be crazy right now. You think if I was an East African or something, I'd get on social media right now? Bro, ain't nobody gotta do nothing to you. You stupid. He like, I'm here. I'm in Massachusetts. We in Massachusetts. Come get us in Massachusetts. He dry snitch. He snitch and tell him where his dumb ass is at. Boy, you slow as hell. Hey, he on the internet telling on himself. We in Massachusetts. And Sudan, y'all look skinny and thirsty, and y'all don't look like y'all could beat nobody. Like East Africans, y'all look weak. Y'all can't even beat the Crips. Y'all look skinny and thirsty and look like the Arabs tell you what to do. Y'all kind of look like flunkies for the Arabs, like the Arabs is your deity. That's what y'all look like. Y'all don't even look like black Africans. Y'all look like y'all following Arabs, like flunkies, like Arab flunkies. With all due disrespect, you ain't even really got no East African backbone. You know, the Arabs dress you, tell you how to dress, tell you how to talk, dress you, feed you, teach you their religion. You're like, yes, sir, boss man. Assalamu alaikum, bossman. You know what I'm saying? You look like you belong to the Arabs. You don't look like no strong black man. You look weak to me. I would never come over. You ain't got to worry about me coming to the Sudan. I'm not messing with Sue or Dan. I would never come over there. That's why you over here in Massachusetts, because your country sucks, bruh. I don't know how you ran to Massachusetts and bragging about the Sudan when you ran like a little girl. Like, bruh, you ran. You not that. You scary. You ran. You're a runner. With all due disrespect. Anyway, come back tomorrow with a new page. He ain't a runner. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ran from the Sudan. He's scary. He's a coward. He didn't stay in the Sudan and fight for his country and build a better country. And he ran over here. He's a coward. If I ran to Massachusetts, there's no way I would bring up the Sudan. You're not no proud Sudanese. You're a track star. How do you say Jesse Owens in Sudanese? You know, how do you say, on your mind, get ready, set, run. You know what I mean, bro? You ran. I ran from Sudan and I'm in Massachusetts. I'm tough. I'm a tough runner. Bro, shut up. But you do a good foundational Black American impersonation. You're doing a good job looking like us. I'll give you that. Up there in Massachusetts, them white people gonna get you out of Massachusetts. You'll see. They're gonna chase you out of there. Soon as you know, these people have made it bad for you East Africans going to, you know, Minnesota and these places, ruining these cities like that. They're gonna sweep you out. They gonna throw all you East Africans out. Cause everywhere you go, you ain't good for the city. You're like you're like getting bed bugs, you know. With all due disrespect, yeah, they're gonna chase you out. Bro, you slow. Don't tell nobody where you from. Say you born in Detroit, fool. Boy, you slow as hell. Let me tell you, ain't no way I'll tell nobody I'm from East Africa right now. Bro, I don't got it. Nobody got to do nothing to you. Y'all weak as hell. Come on, man. Eat some rice or something. Put some, okay? Eat, bro. You ain't in East Africa no more. We can eat. You can eat it over there. What are you gonna do? We're from Sudan. We hiding in Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Okay. Fool, you should have been watching me, bro. You supposed to say you from Philadelphia or something, bro. No. Hey, Ice, I'm from Sudan. Hey, America, I'm from Sudan. We in Massachusetts hiding. Boy, you slow as a turtle on a snail. I wouldn't tell nobody I'm from East Africa right now under the Trump administration. They're like, let's go look into Massachusetts. Oh, it's a bunch of them there running around. Okay, get them out of there. They just trolling around. He from Sudan, but he see Haitians. Think about that. Listen, he see Haitians. He like, oh, they're talking about us invaders, and so he come over. What does video about Haitians got to do with the Sudanese? Let me go watch to see if they're after me next. What are you gonna do? Are you after me? I'm from Sudan and I'm in Massachusetts. It's like, bro. You know what I'm saying? We are hiding. We're on the low in Massachusetts. There's a bunch of us in Massachusetts. What are you are gonna do, Betty? He's so stupid. You better be in Massachusetts. You better not be in Iraq, boy. Talking crazy. Yeah, you in Massachusetts. That's why you feeling gung ho. You ain't in Chicago talking crazy like that, dropping your location. I bet you that. You know what I'm saying? You just be choosers. You won't have no more masks. You know what I'm saying? Playing in the rack. He'd be like, what happened to my mask? You know what I'm saying? Get your stupid ass out of here. Come on, man.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the you think you is?
basically, basically. Come on. Unbelievable. He on the internet Sudanese banging. There's about five of them. From the Sudan and he bragging. What are you gonna do? I fled from Sudan. I ran from Sudan to Massachusetts. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to a runner? He bragging that he ran from his homeland. I ran. What are you gonna do to me? You can't do nothing to me. I'm tough, but I ran. Yes, I ran. I ran from Sudan. He don't even know that what he's saying. He bragging that he ran from Sudan. He bragging. I'm in Massachusetts. I'm in Massachusetts. And we ran I ran. I like Fred Flintstone and ran to Massachusetts and trying to say it tough. I'm in Massachusetts. I ran to Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I'm not gangster. I ain't never seen that. Boy, you can't make this up. They need to learn that, bro, that's not a flex saying you ran from East Africa. That's not a flex over here. That means you're a punk over here. You're making the Sudanese hot. You know what I'm saying? People running up. Where you from? Sudan? You know what I'm saying? Like, in Sudan. We in Massachusetts. That's where we at. Hello, ICE. And we in Massachusetts. Oh, they're snitching. Why I tell you, boy, you slow. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. What are you gonna do? You can't find me. I'm hiding in Massachusetts from Sudan. What are you gonna do? I ran from Sudan to Massachusetts. What are you gonna do? You can't find me. What are you gonna do? You can't find me. Hello? Yeah, I'm trying to reach Tom Holman. Hey Tom, I'm about to send you this YouTube account. That's what I can do. I can send ice to your crib, fool. You know, like, that boy slow as hell. Boy, don't he know? Hey, man, am I lying? We got people in America that would screenshot his picture, wouldn't it? And would send it to ICE for real. He's so slow. Man, we got people, and I wouldn't do that to the brother, but he's slow. Like, bro, get your ass off social media, self snitching. What are they going to do about me? I ran from Sudan. I'm in Massachusetts. I'm in Massachusetts right now with all my Sudanese friends. Yeah, you can't find us because we're in Massachusetts. And this is my picture. He he basically told me, "What are you gonna do? You can't find me, even though you got my picture, and I'm in Massachusetts." And what he just basically said, he said, "What are you gonna do?" He said, "What are you gonna do? Shoot in the air?" I ain't talking about shooting no doggone Africans anyway, bro. He said, "What are you gonna do? Shoot in the air?" Because you don't even know where I'm at. I'm in Massachusetts and I'm from Sudan. So there. He said, "What you gonna do? You can't find me because I'm in Massachusetts and I'm from Sudan, and this is my picture. This is my picture. This is my YouTube account. And what you gonna do? You don't know where I'm at because I'm in Massachusetts and I'm from the Sudan. You don't know nothing about me." I'm, I'm thinking,
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the you think you is?
unbelievable. That fool basically said we can't find him and we can't do nothing. You can't do nothing to me because you don't know where I'm at. He said, "You don't know where I'm at, you can't do nothing to me. Because this is my face, and I ran from Sudan and I'm hiding in Massachusetts. So how you gonna find me?" Basically, unbelievable. It's like, bro, what the hell? What the hell? Hell no. He basically let me know I can't find him because he in Massachusetts and this is what he looked like, and he ran from Sudan. And I could go to Massachusetts and find him in 48 hours. I know you gotta be kidding me, bro. It's not gonna be no lot of places where no Sudanese dude gonna be in Massachusetts. You're gonna be where all the other Sudanese is at. Everybody can find you, fool. Delete your YouTube account, bro. Don't say I didn't try to help you. Delete your YouTube account. Boy, let me tell you something. If I was from East Africa and I was on this internet, shoot, I'd be from St. Louis. My mom and daddy from St. Louis, and my grandparents is from Alabama and Mississippi. Boy, I swear to God, that's where I would be from. I swear to God, if I was from East Africa on here, it'll say I'm from St. Louis or Cincinnati, Ohio, or better yet, Chicago. They ain't gonna look for no East African in Chicago. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. My parents from Birmingham and Mississippi. And my name Lewis Williams. I would never put my real name up here and tell everybody what you gonna do about it. I escaped from Sudan. I ran from Sudan and I'm hiding in Massachusetts and this is what I look like. Hold on. Ice. Look. Unbelievable. Right there with his IP address. Crazy. He crazy as hell. Why did they stop deportation for Somalis? From what I understand, it's called pause deportation. But the reason they paused deportation is because the way they was running it with the little short white guy, and then the white lady got unalive, they got to do something about the media, so they're gonna lay low. Because once the white lady got unalive and they had the big protest, they rebooted. So if you pay attention, real J, then they sat the little short. Remember, it was a little short white dude running around. And they brought Tom back, and they changed their tactics. Because they tactics then, they was pulling up with a bunch of trucks, right? And the white guy got unalive. They was pulling up with a bunch of trucks. They was letting everybody know ICE is here. So they shut that down. They not doing that no more. They not pulling up with military vehicles. They not parading around. None of that. They watching you in a regular car, and when you pull up at the gas station, they hopping out and grabbing you. They not doing no military vehicles. They not letting nobody know they in town. They not doing that no more. They not even letting nobody know how many people they grab. You know how many Somalians they didn't grab? I mean, Haitians they didn't grab. They ain't gonna tell you. No, they changed their tactics. Remember, Tom had some kind of governmental issues where they was investigating him for something. So they put the little short dude out there. They put the little short dude out there. And then when they brought Tom back, they changed their whole tactics. They not doing nothing like how they used to do it. See, they used to would have been out there right now grabbing Haitians. They're not gonna do it like that. They're gonna be surprised. The way they're gonna grab these Haitians, they're gonna blow your mind. They ain't giving no more announcements. They grabbing people at gas stations. They grabbing you when you get off work. All that. They grabbing you quick. They all finna be gone. They all finna be gone. All the East Africans gonna be gone because of the Somalians. The Sudanese, they don't listen, man. This one I'm saying. See, this bring up another point. See, black immigrants, especially illegals, but black immigrants, period. The biggest mistake they make is they don't watch and study and befriend black Americans. Black immigrants is coming here and they in the dark. You understand? They don't know who they playing with. And they won't get games from the people that know the game. This is the biggest problem with black immigrants. They are in the dark. The only people can help them is foundational black Americans. We know how this goes. They don't know. They third world. They don't know how this go. The way this go, it's gonna be quiet, and then you're gonna turn on the news, and there's gonna be 1,000 Haitians arrested. Like bam, just how it is gonna go. Remember they went up there to New York and the Haitians started fighting them? See, they don't know how they do. Or when they come back to New York, FBA, tell them how they going to come back to New York next time. And every one of them Haitians that was fighting is got a big picture in the headquarters. Every last one of them. Every last one of them Haitians that was fighting ICE in New York, they got your license number. They know where you live. They know your wife. They know your children. They know each and every last one of y'all personally. When they put up that time, y'all was just a group of Haitians. Now no more. Now no more. They know each one of y'all. They got surveillance on you. They know when you go to work, when you come home. They know when your wife go to work. They know when your kids go to school. They know when you pick up your kids. They will take their time. And when they come back to New York, thousands of y'all is getting grabbed. Facts. And the police, because that's the police, the way they work in the United States, this is what black immigrants don't know. In the United States, the police, because that's what this is, basically the police, they work like this. We got all the time in the world. That's how they work. If you're out here selling illegal substances, they'll wait. And when they kick your dough in, you're going to be surprised. They're not going to rush to arrest you in America. Mm-mm. See, I don't understand. They don't. They not gonna rush. They don't rush. They can't go to colleges or trade schools anymore. They grabbing you. They using drones and everything, but they gonna take their time. When the TPS ended, everybody thought they was gonna kick the door down the next day, but they didn't. You know why? Because a whole bunch of them is self-deporting. They running across the border in Canada, left and right. People with businesses saying their employees ain't came back to work. A lot of them is running on their own. They getting the hell out of here. There they leaving. A lot of them left. And one dude, it's a black dude, he down in Miami, he said nobody came back to work. They gone. It ain't gonna be a Haitian nowhere in Miami. They gone. They gone. Yeah, they like to build a case. And they like to lure you to sleep. They be like, rock-a-bye, baby. Boom! Ice. And the way they doing it now, they grabbing you outside. They setting you up. They got somebody at the house. They know your routine. They know when you get gas, how often you get gas, where you get gas, where you go to the laundromat, all that. They watch you. And so now they're getting you nice and smooth. They're getting you nice and smooth. They know your whole movements. Yep. Watch. They're going to make their first big grab any day. They know they was expecting them to come this week. That's why they ain't coming this week. They ain't coming. They ain't coming when you think. They say your deadline is this day. That don't mean that's their start line. Now they ain't ran to Haiti, but wherever they ran, they coming there too, unless you leave the country. But if you here, you gone. They're gonna be quiet around here, and once they get through grabbing them, they coming after the rest of them. They coming after the Africans next. They better get ready. They coming after everybody. They want to have a lot of results by the midterms, and a whole lot of results before the next presidential election. They want Americans to be like, oh, this is better. Vote Republican. They playing the game. The Democrats ain't got a chance in hell. Because no matter how much you complain, once they get them people out of here, it's definitely going to be nicer. Definitely going to be way better. Definitely going to be more jobs available. Definitely going to be a lot of apartments available. Definitely going to be a lot of cheap used cars where they left all them cars and everything. It's going to be a gold mine. By the time the Olympics come to California, it's going to be quiet. It ain't going to be no MS 13, 14, 15, or 16. Ain't going to be no Venezuela, nothing. It's going to be quiet. And then they're going to win re-election. They're going to get the rest. Mm-hmm. Illegal immigrants didn't come in the country and function right. They got a target on their head. They began to ruin the country. They began to turn America into their third world country. Look at California. California is like a third world country. They're gonna clean Cali out. They're gonna clean Cali out. Because one thing for sure, too much immigration ruined everything. Look up in New York. That mayor in New York will destroy New York without ICE. He should not be no mayor of New York. He'll turn New York into a third world country, I'm telling you. They're gonna raid New York so hard it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, they're gonna raid New York. He just a city mayor. He ain't got nothing to do with the federal authorities. The feds coming. The state can't stop him. The county can't stop him, and the city can't stop the feds. And if he try to stop the feds, they'll arrest him too. They will cuff him right there in City Hall. Yeah, they will cuff him. He gonna FA and FO. They setting it all up nice. They're going through the court system and everything. They getting sanctioned from the court. They got the Supreme Court stacked already. They knew what they was doing. They already know the way they finna hit these Haitians, a lot of the other people gonna run. It's gonna be so devastating. The way they hit the Haitians, the Africans and all of them, they're gonna leave. But like I said, the black immigrants, they don't talk to us, so they don't know the game. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the game. It's over. They didn't. If you had protective status, why you didn't go get your real? Why you didn't go get citizenship? They like people that get on Section 8 and don't save no money and go get a real apartment. Just stay in Section 8 till they get kicked out. That's how a lot of immigrants is. They just lay on the system like that. They just be laying on the system. White people, the reason they fight for white immigrants, because white people become Americans. White people make better immigrants. Black people don't make good immigrants. And Hispanics. Hispanics come here and still be waving the Venezuelan flag. Blacks come here and still be Haitians, still be Somali. Whites come here and be Americans. You ain't gonna see no white South Africans with no damn South African flag. They gonna have the USA flag. They smarter. They know what to do. They become American. They don't be Greece. They don't be Italian. No, they be American.